Howdy all, lovely to see you all again. One of my awesome students, Marcus, lent me his SG for the week. I thought it'd be a fun little treat to perchance redo You Shook Me All Night Long in HD with some tabs. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the first section. The majority of the solos in a G minor pentatonic, whether we start here and the second half just up the octave. So what I'm going to do is start with a big bend on 5 of the 3rd string, and I've got a flat finger on 3 of the first 2. So I want to play the 1st string, and then after I've done that I want to go to 6 of the 2nd string. So all together, and then I go do a slight bend again on 5 of the 3rd string. So all together, then I go into this. What I'm doing here is like, I guess, a slight G minor arpeggio. I'm playing 3 of the 3rd string, 5 of the 4th, and 5 of the 5th, and you notice that I'm crossing over from my ring to my middle. When we finish that little arpeggio, you want to have the 5th and the 4th string together, kind of ringing whilst you're doing that vibrato. So from the top, ringing out together. Then we go into this. So what I do here, I'm playing 5-3 on the 4th, and then 5-3 on the 5th string, and then jumping to that B flat on 1st fret. Okay, at the end of that, I want to play a slight bend with a bit of stank and attitude, and then I go to, so that was on 3 of the 3rd string, and then I want to hit 5 of the 4th string twice. So it's going to go like this. Okay, after I've done that slight vibrato, after that I'm jumping back to 3 of the 3rd. Sorry. That's the whole section. I'll do it again relatively slowly, and then we'll do it one more time with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright, let's take a look at the second section. I want to slide from 5 to 7 with my middle finger on the 3rd string, and then my pointer comes down to hit 6 of the 2nd twice. And we do exactly the same thing with a slide from 7 to 9 on the 3rd, and then my pointer drops down to 8 of the 2nd. So we're going. At the end of that, I'm just going to add a quick extra 9 on the 3rd string, and then jump back to 8 of the 2nd rather. Okay, then we work into this phrase. So what I'm doing here is I'm bending 10 of the 2nd string, and then playing 10 of the 1st. This is a regular note with my pinky. And then after I've hit the pinky, I want to hit the bend on the way down. And that's going to resolve to 8 of the 2nd. So I'll do the whole thing thus far relatively slowly. And then after that we go into this. So what I've got here is I do a slight bend on 11, and then a slight bend on 10 on the 2nd string. At the end of that, I want to play 8 of the 2nd, 9 of the 3rd, back to 8 of the 2nd again. So it's going to go. Let's try the whole thing relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. Alright, one more time with some tabs. look at the third section. I want to start off with a big bend on 18 of the second string. We're back in sort of a G minor pentatonic, but just up the octave. So that big bend, and then a flat finger on first of the 15, and then 15 of the second string. And then I go back to 18 of the second. So all together, and I go, so I got a slight bend on 17 of the third there. Then I go, let's slow down that phrase. I'm playing 15 of the third, 17 of the fourth. And then I flatten my ring, and I'm playing sort of a mini chord. I'm doing the chord on 17 of the second and the third string on 17, and the second and the third string on 15. You can just use a flat finger there. So all together, hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this phrase. Alright, let's slow that down. The start of it's the same thing twice. I'm bending 17 of the third string and then getting my pinky to hit 18 of the second string. As I said, I do that twice. After the second group, we want to bring that 17 bend down. We want to hit it at the top of the note and hear the journey down. Then I go, so I go back to 15 of the third and then 17 of the fourth. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I want to revisit that mini chord idea, which was 17, 15. Then I jump to 17 of the fourth, and then jump back down to just 15 of the third string with some vibrato if you wish it be. So let's take it from the start of the section relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. Bet you guys are getting sick of hearing me say that. Anyway. One more time with some tabs. Alright, let's look at the last chunk. I want to start on 19 of the first string, just as a sort of a semitone bend. So we're trying to get that to sound like 20. We're doing that semitone bend, then just bring it back down to that 19, and then I work to this. Let's slow that down. I'm doing a 17 bend on the first string, and then when I bring it down, I'm pulling off to the 15 of that first string. Okay, then after that I want to play 17 of the first and 17 of the second. Okay, then after that back to 15 of the first. Okay, so from the start, and at the end of that, I'm doing a bend on 15 of the second string. So all together. Okay, then we're working to this phrase. So what I'm doing here is kind of borrowing the phrase we had at the very beginning, but up the octave. So I'm doing a flat finger on 15 of the first and the second string. Then I jump to 18 of the second, and then I go slight bend on 17 of the third. Let's slow that down. Okay, then I want to play 15 of the third string, and then I slide from 17 to 19 and give that a bit of vibrato when I get there. Let's try the whole section thus far. There's one more little chunk to it. Okay, then to finish it off, it's almost the same thing twice. The start of this, I've got to slide into 17 of the second string, from 15 I guess, and I'm hitting 15 of the first string, then I just go back up to 17 of the second, and back down to 15 of the first again. Hopefully that's all making sense, and then we go, it's just a slight bend on 17 of the first string, and then I go back to 15 to finish it off. So let's try the whole section relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with the guitar tablature. Thought I'd mix it up. Anyway, here we go. With the tablature. And that was my redo of You Shook Me All Night Long by ACDC. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll catch you real soon.